Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This will get everything you need to know in 96 at 9 o'clock with news that gold price is approaching $3,000 an ounce again after hitting a new record high earlier today. The equity markets are falling again. Benchmark bond yields are in risk aversion mode, but corporate debt yields are rising. But first, US initial jobless claims were little changed last week from the prior week, and American producer prices are up 3.2% in February from a year ago, slightly less than the expected 3.3%, and a notable fall from January's 3.7%. But January was an outlier. The average in 2024 was 2.5%. Meanwhile, US yields for sub-investment grade corporate bonds, that's junk bonds, have jumped in the past week or so on recession fears and tariff uncertainty. Today, there were more tariff threats from Trump, who can't seem to understand why others would retaliate. North of the border, Canadian residential building consent levels slipped in January from pretty much as expected after a surge in December, but they remain an impressive 29% higher than a year ago, largely due to multi-unit construction. Across the Pacific, Beijing has quietly moved to inject public funds worth 500 billion yuan into ailing state-owned banks. It is a similar rescue to the 1998 Asian financial crisis when they injected 270 billion yuan for the same reason, wavering SOE bank health. And global container freight rates fell another 7% last week to be their lowest since January 2024, but still they're 67% higher than pre-pandemic levels. Bulk cargo rates rose sharply last week, up 27% for the week, but they're a third lower than the same time last year. And the US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.27%, down 3 basis points from this time yesterday. And Wall Street is falling again, down 1.4% on the S&P 500. And the price of gold will start today at just on $2,980 an ounce, up another $48 from yesterday. And that's a new all-time high. In intraday trading, it hasn't quite yet touched $3,000 but close, and probably will soon. US oil prices are down $1 at just over $66.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just under $70 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now at 57.1 US cents and down 20 basis points from yesterday. Against the Aussie, however, we're unchanged at 90.8 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're still at 52.5 euro cents. That all means our trade weight index starts today at just under 66.4 and down 10 basis points from yesterday. You can get more news about the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again on Monday.